Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. And use now. Alright. So now, we have enough, and this will last long enough for me to get all the way over there, so it'll be impossible for me to fail this time. Yay. Alright, now before I kill myself, I want to see something real quick. If I'll even be able to do it. The hard part is going to be getting out of here, because I don't have any distraction drones, I don't have any camouflages, so I'm going to have to really think this through. Because they're going to be coming through both doorways, so I have to stall long enough for them all to be in here. At the same time, without getting myself brutally murdered, if I haven't already come. You know, I could just use the trash. That just now dawned on me. I could... Oh, fuck! Or not. Oh, shit. Oh, no! Well, at least I got the Bulldog Diamond. That's all that matters. What I wanted to see was I wanted to pick up that orbital drop outside, and I wanted to see if the power surge was still there or not, because I think the orbital drop landed directly on top of it. Well, now we'll never know. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that it was still there. Well, anyways, that time we got 4 guns done. The first one was the RW1, then the SN6, then the MP11, and then the Bulldog. So, that was pretty good. And that was my 9th time calling it a rescue. Again, it hasn't even been a week yet. Alright, so... RW1... SN6... MP11... and... Bulldog. Alright. Tear rip. And then 9. Right. So now I believe at this point I only need to do 6 more guns. Let me make sure if that's actually right or not. Actually, hold on. I'm just going to pause it real quick. Alright, there we go. Now, what I want to look at real quick... I need to get there first. Alright. Alright, yeah, so... as of right now, that means that I've done all of the SMGs, because I'm just operating under the assumption that the KF5 actually isn't in Exo-zombies, and that's just false information. Because I've never seen the KF5 anywhere, unless I've just been completely oblivious to it. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, the KF5 is not in zombies. In Exo-zombies, sorry. So that leads me to believe that I've done every submachine gun now. And I've done I've done every handgun. The only special weapon is the crossbow, unless you want to count the cauterizer as a special weapon. I haven't done the cauterizer yet. And to be honest, the cauterizer is going to be the last one I do. Just because, you know, it's like it's a stereotypical thing, you know? It's like, everyone's going to say, it's like, oh, the first gun that I got to Mark 25 was the cauterizer. It's like for me, the first one that I got to Mark 25 was the MK14, just because I wanted it to be something different. So, anyways, all I need to do now is the AE4, AK-12, EM1, Lynx, Cauterizer, and Mayhem. And I will believe that I'll have done every single one. Again, unless there is the KF5 somewhere hidden in Exo-zombies. But so far, I haven't seen it anywhere. Unless there's like that one particular spot in the map that I've never looked at before. It's the only other thing I can think of. But I doubt it. I don't see why they would hide it. Because, I mean, the KF5's not a terrible gun. But it's not necessarily a great gun either. At least in Exo Survival, it really wasn't all that good. Not in my opinion, at least. Is the iron sight on it was pretty shit. And I mean, there were times where it's like, I used reflex on it, and it was actually made it a lot better in conjunction with the extended bags. It was actually doing a lot of work, but I mean, it's like most of the times, it's not really a justification to keep using it, at least in my opinion. Whereas there are a lot of other more useful guns, like the EM1 that never freaking runs out of ammo, obviously. The only problem would be the overheating. The AK-12 is pretty good. The ASM-1's pretty good, I learned. Or my favorite to use in Exo Survival now is the MP11, because it just completely decimates everything in close quarters. I mean, it's probably not the best in close quarters, but it's definitely way up there. Because I haven't used every gun in Exo Survival, but I have used a vast majority of them. Yeah. Anyways, I think I'm just about there. So I think really the only hard ones there would be at this point would be the Lynx and the Mayhem. Definitely the Mayhem. The Mayhem is definitely going to be the hardest out of the 6 I have left to do. Just because, again, it is not a point builder by any means whatsoever. It's good at killing, but it's has the same weaknesses as the RW1, where it's like, it's good at killing, but it's terrible at getting points. Well, actually, to be honest, I think the Mayhem would be better at getting points than the RW1 would be, just because the Mayhem has splash damage, so it could hit a lot more zombies in one shot. The only problem with that, however, is that the RW1 has more ammo than the Mayhem does. So it's kind of hard to say which one would get more kills, which one would get more points. So, it's kind of like a 50-50. Where it's like the Mayhem could kill more once, but the RW1 has more ammo. The AE4, that wouldn't be hard, but it wouldn't necessarily be the easiest either, because, I mean, okay, in my opinion, it's fairly decent at killing. The only problem is because it's a directed energy weapon, there's no bullet penetration, so you can only shoot the zombie that's closest in the front. So I mean, it is a better point builder than the RW1, the Mayhem, but it's not the best point builder. The AK-12, that's probably going to be the easiest of the bunch I have left to do. Because again, it's the A4, the AK-12, EM1, Lynx, Cauterizer, and Mayhem. So, yeah, I mean, I would have to say going from easiest to hardest it would probably be AK-12, A4, EM1, Cauterizer, Lynx, and Mayhem. Or I don't know, maybe the Cauterizer would be easier than the EM1. Yeah, I would say that the Cauterizer would be easier than the EM1. Because the Cauterizer, again, is not the best point builder, but it is the best at killing. Or some people would say that the Mayhem is the best at killing, and it might be, but you also have to keep in mind that the Cauterizer has way more ammo than the Mayhem does. So it's really a matter of how conservative you can be with your ammo. Because again, it's like your means of getting more ammo is the upgrade stations. Because there's not just going to be full reloads lying around. You're going to have to go at least 5 rounds for there to be either another dog round or another infected round. Or infection round, whatever you want to call it. So it's not, going to be the easiest means. Uh, it's like I just say that the EM1 isn't that hard because, well, the EM1 isn't obviously the best at killing, but it is pretty good at getting points. And it has quite a decent amount of ammo to it. Ow. That hurt. Dang it. Uh, or I don't know, maybe some people could even make the argument that the EM1 would be better than or would be easier than the AE4 to get the Mark 25 because, like, I'd have to say that the EM1 has more ammo than the AE4, or that you can shoot it longer than the AE4 because the AE4 actually has ammo. I mean, the EM1 does have a limit too, but it's like it's a battery, so it's like it's 100%, and then as you shoot it, it keeps dropping down until it hits 0. It's like, and that'd be another thing. It's like with the EM1, it's like you never have to let go of the trigger. Like every other gun, you have to reload them at some point. The EM1 so far is the only gun in Exo-zombies where it's like you can just hold down the trigger as long as you wanted to, at least until it hits 0%. Because it doesn't need to reload and it doesn't overheat. So that's why people probably say that the EM1 would be easier than the AE4. It's because you can go a lot longer without having to use the upgrade station than you could with the AE4, because the AE4 would run out of ammo a lot faster than the EM1 would. I think that the AE4 would be able to kill them more efficiently. I don't know, I could be wrong about that, but the EM4 can, like, you can shoot it a hell of a lot longer than you can shoot the AE4. Anyways, I'm just rambling on at this point. I think it's about time for this train wreck to end. Even though I know that some people will do it for like 10 hours, I think, but I'm not at that point yet. Not yet, at least. It's probably still going to take me years of learning and experience to get to that point in my life. And my eye is having the biggest episode right now. This time it's not so much as watering, it's just something in it that I can't get out. Anyways, as I stated, it's time. well, not to end completely, to just stop the broadcast and take a break, and probably be back whenever time permits.